Going live, I hope. Oh boy, this doesn't look like the recording is going very well here with the mic. I just sorry, I had a noise show up on my computer before I started tonight, so hopefully it won't mess up the broadcast, the YouTube live sesh that we're gonna have. And what are we doing? Well, it's Thursday, so we're doing Thursday at 7 p.m. We're going to do Liberty Aid Academy admissions, meaning we're going to talk about the school and tell you about the school so you're all fully informed about the school. On Mondays at noon, I do the Trust Crash Course. That's free too. You just come on and catch this YouTube live and ask any question. And you could ask questions that are on the particular topic I'm talking about at the moment. And I don't know if you can hear me. If the sound's okay, let me know if it's not, please. I hope it's okay. Uh, but if you have any questions about what we do here at Liberty Aid Academy or my work and so on of any nature, just go ahead and type it out, and I'll stop what we're doing and I'll get into that. Okay. Uh, all right. So I got my book is out for kind of get ready to be published, like formatted and so on, the editing some. So yeah, it took more than a year to get out there and do that, but it's happening. It shouldn't be too long, and then we'll get it up and available to people. Once you know the truth, you can make better decisions, and no one's taking the time to write it down in an easy to read English format. That's not sort of doesn't take any decoding whatsoever, where nothing's hidden. It's all going to be straightforward. Sound is good now. Oh, Edwin, thank you for that's fantastic. Okay, I don't know what that is. I mean, geez, it's like there's something is sending me feedback. It's amazing. Thank you for that. All right. So anyway, stop me if anything's on your mind, what have you. We're at libertyaidacademy.org. What do we have there? The main thing that we have is live your life tax free for the rest of your life, and all and that. Once you do that by operating the trust we teach you how to use, once you do that, you get all these other benefits too. Your straw man, that corporation, the person, you can get all the benefits you can from it. EBT, Medicaid, student loans you don't have to pay for, on and on and on. Does is this gaming the system or hacking the system? Of course it is. Of course it is. I'm an accountant. This is my copyrighted work. Two master's degrees of business, a master's in accounting, and an MBA, master's in business administration, and decades in experience. This works. I proved it. So everything that we do is proven with my posted information, proof, and then all the testimonials of the proof of all our students. Yeah, there's no risk doing this. In fact, the risk is to now. Own nothing, control everything. I mean, own nothing, control everything, right? So you operate a trust, you don't own it. Of course, you're the only one with a debit card, right? So, you know, and you don't pay taxes on it. It's very clever. The super wealthy elite have been doing this forever, and now, well, not now, but quite a while ago, I figured this out, and we've been doing it here for quite a long time. I go live because people are like, twice a week I go live because it's like, oh wait, is this possible? Yeah, since 2016, I've been posting proof and helping people. No one has had a single issue, not a hiccup, nothing. So I go live twice a week. It's like ask me anything, whatever. I'll make it easy. Discharge, discover with your program. I used to help out with debt, and I'm gonna get back into that information and my spiritual work. But right now, they would shut down our school if I were to do that and our YouTube channel. So I'm moving that information over to Patreon. Okay, so we haven't done it yet, but I'm just moving it over there because otherwise, we're not going to be able to get the trust out. Okay. Hey Tiffany, you're great. Tiffany always has this great input. I love it. Great questions, great answers, and great experience because she's a doer. Great to have you. All right, so ask any questions, any thoughts come up. We're going to go through this thing, all right? What is Liberty Aid Academy? Liberty Aid Academy teaches our students to radically improve their lifestyle with legal, easy to use financial methods not widely known but proven by testimonials to work for all our students. Isn't it great? We have all these hacks. You go in and learn all of them, right? You start with the trust, and they're all proven to work. I go through, I actually log into my account for whatever. I'm like, no, here's how you do it. It's wonderful. Our courses all use copyrighted, unique material only used at our school. All our students' testimonials have a notarized affidavit proving their outcomes, and testimonials are 100% real by real people just like you. What would be the point of teaching somebody something that doesn't apply to everyone? That doesn't make any sense. Anyone can do this. Anyone in the USA. So yeah, there's no worries there. And we have a team. We're a school. We're an online school, and you need a team at that school to help you, and we have that. I came up with all this information, and then I've got a co-founder, my partner Shannon. She's the director of the school. She's built online school before, so we got her expertise. That's why we have such an incredible school. Like, it's such an incredible interaction that you have at this school. Such a great team, because she knew what talent we need here. Besides just, I have the information, but we have to make it easy to use by our students, right? You have to make it easy. If it's hard to understand or whatever, you got to wait a while to get your answer. No, 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 no. Anything comes up, your student contact, you write an email, contact at libertyaidacademy.org. Our team is on it. That is it, right? That's it. And our only goal is your success. We don't have anything else going on. It's not easy to keep the truth up out there these days at all. It really takes a dedicated team that just wants to overcome a million hurdles. And that's us. We just can't not do this, can't not help people. It changes everyone's life. So how can we not help with that, right? Amy's our production manager. She's wonderful. Make sure all the products you interact with in the website and all that you interact with, Amy's gotten it to that point where it's great to experience it. Kira is student representative. She does all these special projects that we have. Amy is like, okay, Kira, you do this and bring it back to me and all that. Like, we have a great team. Caroline is student support, and so is Tammy. So you'll interact with them if you're a student. And if it's something they don't know how to do, I'm here. You get me too. I'm part of the team. So, uh, Universal Faith. Hold us. Looking forward to joining soon. Driving now. Ah, that's great. Well, have a happy drive. All right, G Brown. Happy evening to you. All right. So like I was saying, I am live on YouTube, um, 2 times a week. Just people have questions, they have thoughts, they want to know. Oh, this isn't fake or whatever. No, this is completely legitimate for everyone. Anyone can operate tax free. Quote your business, your personal. All those distinctions go away. You have a business, well, you don't need to be paying taxes or reporting. No, that's completely legal. That's what all the students here do. Myself first, yeah. So, I'm on YouTube Live Monday at noon. That's the Trust Crash Course at 7 p.m. on Thursday. That's what we're doing this admissions, explaining the school, admissions, just so what's going on with the school and so on, right? Uh, and we have some free resources you can get on the website. Okay, the freshman orientation email series is kind of like uh, gives you some information about the school, give you some information about the process you're going to enter into as a student, and just kind of gets you oriented to the school and really just an overview and some details, stuff like that. So when you go in and you start your course, you're just like, okay, because And that's what they're asking for, the email and website. You get to the website, it's like, do you want to give us your email? And well, what happens is we orient you. You get this series of emails where it just sort of explains what we're doing here, so that you're fully informed. You're not like, oh, I just watched this one excerpt of one live thing, and I'm with Liberty Aid Academy now. That's fine too, but why not check out all the free resources, get fully informed, and the Trust Crash Course, like I said, is Monday at noon. Jump in there. All right, that's on YouTube Live. So, what courses? What courses do we have? We're actually we have the McKeag Mastery Trust coming soon. Uh, yeah, we have a lot coming soon on Patreon. But on the course we have the McKeag Mastery Trust. This is everything but the mentor program. Okay, this gives you everything we have except for the mentor program. Why not the mentor program? Because you got to do this first. The mentor program is like, okay, you did all the basics. You got your trust. So you're moving along. Now you can do all these other things like, oh, did you say you get an EBT card? Yeah, after you open your trust, all your money's going through the trust, so your person get an EBT card, $250 a month, $3,000 a year. That's real money, you know. Thank you, and on and on and on down the list like that. So you got to open your trust first, right? So it has a Trust 101 Foundation course in it. All right, all the documents you need and so on. The Business Finance 101 course, which is how to build credit for your trust. All the details. And there's a downloadable workbook, 24 pages that comes with it. PDF, the trust documents themselves, right? A fillable PDF where it's just the trust documents already prepared. You just, follow the video along and the instructions and then fill in the blanks and print it out. That's it. We make it so easy because, not everybody, we're the experts, right? We give you the information you need to know. You only need the information you need, and you need the documents that work. You just go into the bank, you open up your bank account for the trust, and that's it. You got to make it easy, and it is. Full student access. You get in, your login, you're in. There's a secret video library. Access to Business Finance 101, I already had that. Private, secure, and confidential student forum. That has the best question and answer. That's not on. No, it's not on Facebook or nothing like that. It's only the students that are logged in to our school. There's a student forum inside the school, and so it's only the people with the trust going back and forth with specific details of their experience, their questions, my answers. Uh, that is really good in there. I like doing that every day. People ask fantastic questions. People write down fantastic experiences that they have in detail. That's just, I was like, oh, what is this student forum thing y'all want to put in the school? But now that we're doing it, it's so righteous. Uh, you got to get in there, okay? Uh, you get two 30-minute advising sessions with me. So, yeah, we're talking, whenever you decide. You Zoom, you pick a time. Uh, Student support before, during, and after. Yay! It's really amazing. For 1 year, we give you support. Additional bonus material, legal codes, and trust law resources. Just basic details you need to know. This course does not come with all our courses. In other words, it doesn't come with the mentor program. That's all, okay? Uh, and what you learn about trusts and how to set a business up as a tax exempt trust, how to operate as a trustee in commerce, how to privately protect your heirs' money and assets, how to have no tax liability with no real estate tax. That's right. How to create unlimited trusts, foundational knowledge of finances, how to hack the money system with insider tips. Amazing, right? That's everyone needs that course. If they get one course, that's what they need, right? Uh, can I use my name to start a trust? Absolutely, absolutely. I recommend using your straw man name, your legal name, for your person, right? Your straw man, first and last, name trust. I recommend that be not for everyone, for almost everyone. There's certain circumstances, and I go through those in the training. But for most people, it makes sense to have their first trust or a one of their first trusts. You know what I mean? Really, usually their first trust, first and last name trust. Why? You get IG that says that on it, right? So it's easy. It's so easy. So it makes it a piece of cake. We name trust for reasons to make it easy to use the trust. Not because, oh, I have this cool name I want to use. No, 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 no. Name of a trust is, for an outcome. All right? Okay. So that's why that's actually a really good name and a great question. Thank you. Gee. Nathaniel, what does the FRP 303? Oh, oh, that's funny. Uh, well, let's go through sizes, symbols, rule of the earth, right? Not rules or laws. Confucius, right? Mr. Confusing. Confuse us. Confuse us says. Uh, so with you know, if you get special status with we, right? We. If you spit a W, spit a E, it's a three, right? Those are threes. So a W, E, and an M are all the same symbol. It's just they're moved slightly, right? They're rotated slightly. So they are in fact all the same symbol. Uh, so we means 33, means capital G, the 33rd letter of the alphabet, right? The quote, the so called God of this world calls himself the God of this world, right? The devil, of course, they worship, right? And so if you have 33 status, you're upper echelon. We be 33, right? You're one of them, right? You're not actually human, you're a fallen angel in human form. That's what it means on the back. So if you remember all your lifetimes and can read anyone's mind from a distance, then you're one of them and you already know that you are, and they already know you are, and you've already been issued that card. Otherwise, you can't get it. Okay, great question, Nathaniel. Thank you. Christian, I am in advising session. Nice with you on the 26th. Sweet. 760 FICO score. Nice. I am authorized user on 3 of my mom's credit cards, but don't actually use. Perfect. Dude, you're all set up for a home run, baby. I love it. So what you want to do is get your first card. Where are you banking? If you're banking at Chase, you want to go in and try that first. All right, Christian. I would Chase has the most credit cards and so on. So you want their credit. So if you were able to open up at Chase, then they might be a good one to go and discuss to face because I don't know, pre-COVID, I haven't been in there to do this myself, individually myself, but used to be you could go in and sit down with a manager and you would just be like, oh, am I, uh, what's the word? Um, pre-enrolled or pre-approved? Am I pre-approved to get any of your personal credit cards? That's what you ask them, and then they can actually see if you are on their management side, and so they could be like, yeah, you know, and so that wouldn't waste a hard pull, and I would get whatever you can with them, whatever you're authorized to get, I would get. Everyone wants their Sapphire Reserve and should get it. It's best credit card for a person. And otherwise, get one of them Freedom cards, I would say. How's that, Christian? All right. Marvin. Tag. Marvin here. Hey, pleasure to be alive. It is. I got to work on that. Good for you. I want to leave it down. But I'm doing my best. Uh, my own credit card. All right. Nathaniel. You like that, Nathaniel? Hey, you asked a question. Uh, do you recommend I get started with something before our advising session? Yeah, like I was just saying, all right. Tiffany, would I run into issues naming a trust as an alias that I use? Well, you don't. I mean, You don't have ID for it. You see what I'm saying? Like what? It's not because it's to make passage easier in the future. You follow me? Uh, for all your applications and meetings at the bank, they don't care about your extra personal name. It's all business up in there. Use your business personal name. It never gets personal with them. Even though they say well, you like a personal account, it's never actually what we think of as personal, like care about each other, stuff like that. They're business up in there, right? You could do it, but my goal is to just show you the principle of doing this is to make your life easier. So, you know, just make it make it easier by using the easiest names to get things done on a trust, Tiffany. Okay. Uh, you know something, Nathaniel? Yeah, I need to talk to you on that because it's really real. Yeah, I know that, Nathaniel. I know that. I know that. And that's why I wrote this book because people need the truth and they don't have it. It's encoded in books and impossible to squeeze out of during a short lifetime. So I put it in a book where it's very succinctly written down in English, and it's not a description of the problem only. It also is a very succinct and exact description of the only solution that will ever be possible, and it will play out as usual, as it always does every reset. Okay. Just to let you know, my dad was a tax man. Oh, nice. And they didn't come get them after 30 years. 30 and 30. Yeah. Yeah. So you got it. You got it. You got it. You know what I mean? So some are here and some are. If you really want to know, like angels got to earn their wings. So yeah, there are 33 levels over there on the uh, team that looks human, uh, and so they all have different degrees to what they are. And of course, they could read each other's minds and stuff like ants and wasps and bees and stuff like that that don't talk to each other. There's no need for that. So, you know, that 33 thing and stuff like that is not really something they need to use and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You're misunderstanding what you're up against. That's sort of like a thing in case you interact with some aberrant humans or something, or some low life, you know, one of the 33 at the airport gate or something like that in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. Not that there's going to be an actual human working in an airport. Uh, so, what other courses do we offer? Great questions. Uh, Business Finance 101 comes with the trust now, and it is about how to build credit for the trust. You learn how to save time and money, achieve your business financial goals faster, how to get the structure of your business foundation to build well, how to build an optimal credit profile for your trust. Yeah, this really, from teaches you how to really build you're building credit for your trust now, and it's going to have its own credit profile on business credit. You got to learn how to do that. We teach you everything about it, which accounts to get initially, what to build off of, every detail. We leave nothing out. Your success is all that matters to us. The reason we have it bundled together with the trust now is just because literally everyone wants that information, and really you need that information before you can get into the mentor program and use all the hacks in there. Anyway, uh, let's see. Christopher Bobby, hey Jack, a friend of mine has an irrevocable business trust, but it's not like your trust. Could he get your trust to replace? No, he wouldn't replace his Intuit. He would just get our trust, right? And then whatever he's doing with that trust, he would have the trust he starts that is this trust, right? The tax free one and all that. He would just use it in the same manner that he's currently using his one. Like if he's doing business as a personal, holding real estate and so on. You know, you might need a second trust for holding real estate. There might be reasons to do that, but it's not that one owns the other or gobbles the other one up. No, they're separate, and he just would take the things that are in that other trust and put it into this trust. And, of course, we have that training that comes with the trust, how to put in different assets and so on like that. So it's just getting this trust, using this trust, so on like that. Okay? Good question, Christopher. Now you got me. I'm 100 with all this. I'm on that plane, right? Yes, I know. Uh, as the Vatican, we'll talk. Remember me, Nathaniel. Need to do my deed, deed poll, deed poll, the Deadpool. All right, Christopher. Yeah, Nathaniel. Ask a question, you get an answer. No one stops me. I'm happy to tell the truth. The truth is rare. That's why I go live twice a week. You know, people need to know that someone they can trust someone. This is about giving a trust to someone, teaching them how to use a trust, but also I have to be trustworthy. My team is trustworthy. What I say has to work. My proof has to be real proof. All that. This is completely, as clear as the firmament. Completely see through. You know, there's nothing hidden here. We don't hide anything. We're a team that supports you to do exactly what we say we're going to do. Okay? The mentor program, what is that? The mentor program consists of one new video per week that goes into complete detail on a topic a student has requested. One short title to each video makes it easy for students to choose which topic to study first, based on what they need most in their lifestyle. This course is self-directed, and you are able to study all past video topics. Mentor students can email course instructor John McCagg directly. I get a direct response from John McCagg. That's right. Anything. Anything. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. The mentor program is really where I give it all away. Everything. The goal is not to need us here at the school anymore. You have every hack. You're moving forward. Hooray, right? This is what it looks like when you make your donation, to be a student, and when you make your donation, they're like, we're like, what's your email? And so you're going to get an email to that email that you gave, and it's going to say, okay, go log into your, student portal here, and this is what it looks like, okay? And the one on the left, that community forum, that's what I'm saying, where all the students mix it up in there and ask questions. This is my experience, everything in there. Whoever hasn't gone in there, who is our student, you're missing this huge amount of information and people's experiences. It's just, you know, it's so much in there. You got to go in and look at it. But I say that every time I do this show. I know, but it's really true. And the more I say it, more people are going in there, and the better it gets. Like every time I go in there, every day, it's like, oh man, like, this is great stuff. So, and then FAQs, just get oriented in there. And then there's the trust in there. Get in there, and that's all the information is right in there. That's what your online login looks like. All right. We have testimonials, like I said. Let me see, so many clears of firmament, right? Our testimonials. If you should watch every testimonial. Like if you're into this information, you should really watch the testimonials, because usually somebody is talking about, oh, this is how you do some, this is how you do some, blah blah blah. It's not, people. This is what I did, and this is what happened after I did it. You see what I'm saying? That's what really matters to people, right? Not, oh, what a great story, about a tax-free trust, and you get all this stuff. Yeah, it is a great story. But then you should go list all the people and all the things that happened to them are all the things I'm talking about. Plus many more. I can't go into all this stuff. They have, like, they're explaining all these things that changed in their life. It's just unbelievable. Like Dee Dee says, you saved my life. Even though it doesn't look like much has changed, everything has changed. And she wrote something great in the forum, in the student forum the other day. Thank you, Dee Dee. All right. Greg, Liberty Aid Academy's support has been vital in the creation of this trust. Any questions or concern they answered. The whole community has been a big support. The proverbial weight or fear has been lifted and will be continuing with all of John's work. And these are just word for word out of the testimonials. I'm just, you know what I mean? This isn't something extra they wrote. No, this is what they're saying on the testimonials. They're just free to say what they want to say, and they send them in, and it's all true. So it's really fantastic. I love doing this work. I love all the people I get to interact with. I love that everyone's life, that from the work that I do and the team that we have here, I love that literally everyone's life is completely changed for the positive. I feel so fortunate to be able to hold a position that helps people only. And that goes for my team too. It's hard work to keep it up and keep the truth going and stuff like that, to get it out there. It's really not easy, but um, it's easy given the alternative, of doing something else and not helping people, right? Uh, Nathaniel. Funny thing, I just got to my dad's house. Nice. You guys have a good time. All right, Nathaniel. Thanks for popping in, Nathaniel. You have a great evening with your dad. Tell him, yeah. Oh, so and one of the humans playing the game got it all figured out. That is what's supposed to happen. The work of the 330 million fallen angels is to bring us to this spiritual enlightenment. That out of darkness light, right? So it is a sacred duty. There's not going to be another method. It's only this method. It's never going to change. So uh, you might as well accept our situation, and then otherwise you're sitting there row in your boat, and all you're getting is air. you gotta. The truth is when you're like, oh, the oars have to go in the water. Oh, look, I'm moving now. My boat is moving. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference, right? That's what that little jingle's about. The Freemason jingle. Row your boat gently down the street, right? Watch what you're doing. You're not like a million miles an hour and God, oh, she's cute and who's gonna be her and my TV show's on. No, row your boat slowly and actually look what's going on. It's not what they're saying. You see, that's why, as an accountant, I was an auditor. I never helped anyone fill out tax forms, not at all. As an auditor goes and checks the books of the business and what they're actually doing and so on like that. Like, what are you doing? you keep an eye on them. Of course, and the accounting books are supposed to match what they're doing. And, it loosely does, but some of it, obviously, you get to really know a business by seeing the paperwork and what they're up to, and going to their place and doing it in their building, and seeing what they're actually doing. Like under an airport in the underground section, which I got to do, for example. Anyway, so. Okay, this is how you contact us. So do you have any questions about the school, about the trust, anything like that? Best way is email, like I was saying, contact@liberty8academy.org. That's the best way because it forces you to be like, oh, this is my question. You know what I mean? You got to write it down. And then, you could refer to the answer. If we send you a link or watch this video or go look at this website or, whatever. We help people like you every day. So, email's good. We could really send you the information you need. All right. But some people just are like, they watch the free videos, they get an understanding of it. And sometimes you're like, I just want to talk to Jack. Okay, fine. Talk to me. Get a half hour on Zoom, and you and I are talking, and anything you want to clear up on your mind, I will clear it up. Boom. You see, that happens sometimes too. It's usually business people. I don't have time, I just need to know. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you, it's always simpler than you thought. And all you need is the trust, and you go replace your LLC bank account with the trust bank account. Boom, that's it. No more taxes, no more reporting. And they're like, but what about this? I'm like, same answer. It's funny. Uh, let's see. Yadita, thank you for all the information. Happy to help. Christian, so should we always be building up our personal credit and business credit, or do we build up our personal credit until we get business credit cards? Great question, Christian. This is what I recommend. You build up your personal credit really until you can kind of like get the best Chase credit card, Sapphire Reserve, the best, for your person, right? The best Amex you can get that has a low annual fee, not like their charge card with high annual fee, something like that. No, but just a good credit card with them, and then uh, get a good personal credit card, like the best one you can, or one of the good ones with Citi. Okay, those are the main three ones issuing credit out there, and Citi's not even that big of a player, so it's really mainly Chase and Amex. So there are a lot of other places to get credit cards. Don't get me wrong, but I mean like a full giant assortment of credit cards. You know what I mean? That's them. And so you really just want to get your personal credit so you have like these couple of best cards. You follow me? So your credit card profile isn't super deep on your person. It doesn't need to be. Uh, that way, it's not always getting hard inquiries and your uh, the length of time of accounts keeps growing. You know what I mean? So that's good news too. And that thing's really never going to carry much of a balance, but you should do a tiny little balance once in a while on all accounts. So they're all, oh, okay, these are all working and all that kind of stuff. Uh, but other than that, once you get to that stage of the person, then you're like, okay, I'm just gonna lock it down and keep driving for a higher number, and that's it. You don't need to do it. But different over on the business side, there you're just like amassing, like you're pretending it's Russia versus U.S. in the Cold War. Give me everything you got. Like, wait, they just got another one. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're just getting everything. What do you have? Give it to me. Things that don't cost you money to get credit accounts and stuff, and are useful. In the beginning, you get a few sort of not long-term useful accounts like Net30 and stuff, but they help round out that credit profile. So, but over there, you're building it up. You know what I mean? But always towards things that you're going to use over there on a business credit card. I mean, on the business credit profile. Okay. All right, Christian. Making no use of the personal credit. Yeah, making no use of personal credit. Yeah, yeah. You just use a little bit so um, the accounts remain active, and that like Chase Sapphire Reserve has this great points multiplier, so it's annual fee because you're mainly going to be using Chase points if you're working the system right, and that multiplier is going to pay for its annual fee over there on the Sapphire Reserve. So, uh, Roosevelt, okay, talk to me later. Excellent. All right. If you have any thoughts or questions, now's the time. But yeah, uh, email, whatever. Happy to help anytime, Roosevelt. And my team's here for you. All right, Christian. Yeah. Hey, if somebody asks a question, I'm happy to give the answer. It's your times matter. I'm doing these things live twice a week to let people know I have the answer. You can ask it a question. This isn't. There's nothing you're not going to know yourself after taking the course and so on. I'm just going to give you answers on how it works and what you can do and things like that. Things that we do here, things that I've had success with, and all our students have had success with. So, uh, and somebody asks some good questions once in a while. But I'm here for everyone. I'm not just anyone can use this method. Anyone doesn't. We're talking with Nathaniel. Anyone can use this method. All right. Christian, for the 3 personal credit cards, Chase, Citi, and Amex. Yeah. Do I need to go in person? No, no. Do any of these companies soft pull? No, they don't. So you really gotta, plan it out. We're gonna get back into giving that information out again. Okay, I had all information that we're gonna put all that up on Patreon and stuff, just because I can't even use the word debt or credit on our website. Like, it's just the censorship in the U.S. is so ridiculous. So I have to move to a paid platform that has no, you know, as from what I understand over Patreon, the only thing you can't say is COVID is fake. Why you gotta say that? Like, everybody does that. So I mean, what the heck we gotta be saying that for? I got a whole bunch of other stuff to talk about. You know what I mean? So uh, we'll leave that topic alone, and we'll just get into other stuff, like important stuff, like personal credit, how to get rid of debt, and like all this other stuff. My spiritual work will be over there too, which the spiritual work is how you beat the entire system. So in the end, right? Courts are fake. That's all fake. They they're just a bunch of liars. Uh, Sergi is all right. You made it. Great. Figured out how to register with Secretary of State Georgia. Boom. Way to go. Way to persevere. Way to go, Serge. Sergius. Sergius. Serge was easier. Uh, anyway, I love it. I'm happy for you. Way to go. They're trying to not make it super easy, but they also, if they have a way to do it, which not every state does, it is possible. So persevere, know what to look for, understand the principles from the trading, and off you go. And then your application is it. I'm so happy for you. Great. Cameron, great. Hey, John, y'all get in contact with them. They legit. Oh, is this the? I think I know what you're talking about. Listen, email us then, okay, Cameron, and help my team through that, please, okay? Because it sounded good. I just want to use my time wisely for people that want to know and care. So if that's someone you know and all that stuff, great. And thank you for the contact, because if they know about me and so on, it's probably from you. And so thanks for opening up that pathway to communication. I appreciate that. And so just have them email in a couple, hey, this is who we are, and, past shows and stuff like that, okay? Because it would be great to get out there. If you're talking about, I recently got invited to be on a show, then that would be great. And talk about some of this stuff. So contact at liberty8academy.org. Just let my team know, hey, they're cool, here's who they are. Send a link to whatever, all right? Thank you for that, if we're talking about the same thing. Christopher Bobby, I'm telling him that his trust there can still potentially be a taxable event, even though it says it's exempt. Wow. Oh, your friend that has. You asking about? I don't know. Oh yeah, your friend. Yeah, they're. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, I don't know anything about his trust. That he's operated, Christopher Bobby. I know that I haven't seen anyone else before I did this in 2016 had any information. That's why I was able to copyright this and so on. So I haven't seen that anyone has done any of this information in any way like I have. So, um, and I don't give advice on other documents just because I give advice on what I've had experience with. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, okay, I was able to open my trust, no problem. The IRS says it's cool, everything. You know what I'm saying? Based on my experience, everything was fine. So I can't. It doesn't. This is there's a private trust, meaning is created by someone, by the individual, not like the Secretary of State or something like that. It's a non-statutory trust, meaning private, meaning created yourself. So he created. There was another trust created. I wasn't in on that. I don't know the particulars of it, so I can't. I wouldn't be. I'd be shining you on saying I could do something with it or give expertise on it. Because it's not on my creation. I wouldn't know, and I didn't have experience running that trust and so on. You follow? So yeah, just what I was saying before is the best. Get one of our trusts. Have it own and operate, and everything's cool. Okay. All right, Christopher. Serge, say your Chiba snapshot of Amazon approving my taxes and status. Boom. I love it. There you go. That's what that's my favorite part of the show. I feel like it's like the Academy Awards with some of these students coming through where it's like, oh, what have you been up to lately? Oh, well, I got the Amazon approval for the taxes. Oh, here's that trophy. Excellent. I love it. That's why I do this work. It's so fun to. I mean, that's just what I'm into, and really anybody else stuck in the system is into beating it. Legally, we're get you money back in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could that? How could that not be what an accountant is trying to do, right? I get a, master's in business administration, yeah, 2-year degree, a graduate degree, but I also got a master's in accounting, right? Uh, in particular, second master's degrees. I really want to get over on the money. How do I not pay you and get your money? And so, that's the focus of my work. And I'm really happy for you. That's great. I mean, everybody that gets into this work, and if you just get into it, do your work, do your stuff, you're going to get the outcomes. And I love it. Oh, tax exempt, you say. So wonderful. Amazon, the biggest, corporation, bigger than Google, you know what I'm saying? They say your trust is legit and your tax exempt status is legit. Boom. Just love it. I'm so happy for you. All that information, that's why testimonials are so key. It's so wonderful when people provide all that level of proof and truth, because eventually people are like, okay, that's cool and stuff, but wait a minute, I need to do all that stuff. You can do all that stuff. I'm next. Right? All right. Okay, people, that was the last slide here in the show. If you don't have another thought, question, what have you, we will be back here on Monday at noon. All right. And that's going to be the trust crash course, where we're talking about the trust and all the details of that and the course and so on, and why it works and why it's tax exempt and all that. That's Monday at noon. And, so we're working on getting more information out to you. My book's out, like I said in the beginning of this show. It finally went out to get formatted and stuff so we could, it's done. It needs to get formatted and put into an easy readable format, and then you can get it. And the truth shall set you free. Boy, the things are in there. I'm actually in this book. In this book, it's actually pre-approved and everything. How to get a free house anywhere on earth, free. Oh yeah, last chapter. Yeah, it's not just spiritual information and a description of our problem. It's a complete and easy solution, and so it's for anyone in any country. So yeah, there's a preview for you. Yeah, you heard me right. Okay, and now, not to share that information that I have with everyone. Oh no, this is where we choose. This is where we separate the wheat from the chaff, right? Okay, no questions or thoughts. It's Monday at noon. I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a great weekend. Listen. You see what Serge is saying, and when Tiffany gets on here, right? She's like, she just blows through her list all the stuff she gets done and all that. You know what I mean? Surge means that I'll just, say, you could type if you want to search, but, yeah, Surge, that's what I'm saying exactly. You heard me? Yeah, like, yeah, that's what I said. 100% works anywhere in the world. Yeah, that's in this part. Think it'll matter? So yeah, that's why some of the spiritual technology can't be at the school because they'll show our website in a hot second. So uh, this is going to be the most important book to ban ever. But yeah, I'll put it on our Patreon where it can't ban it. Ha ha. Didn't even bring up your whole thing you can't talk about. Ha ha. So, but Christian, let me say search some type in. You see, this trust is federal tax free, right? No paying tax to the IRS, no reporting. But then if you're someone like maybe searches on Amazon, like selling products or something like that, right? Uh, and there's state tax that you may owe from doing business and so on. And that you have to apply for at the state level. This trust can apply at the state level for state tax exemption, but it has to do it. You see what I'm saying? And that's one thing I do. I put out the proof on YouTube that I got that approved in Florida, and it's something I teach how to do in the mentor program. And so Serge went in there, did it, and now his trust is state tax free. You see what I'm saying? No, like sales tax, like that kind of thing. Save you some type in search, okay? All right, Christian, yeah. So that's cool, right? One day the affiliate program may come back. Yeah, no, it won't. It will not. And we can't have affiliates on there because this is copyrighted information. Everyone that I've who has the most plagiarized work of anyone? Me, right? Everyone plagiarizes my work. Oh, look what I figured out. Wow, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, but you didn't do it. You didn't figure it out. So you just have some words on a piece of paper, and you didn't even do it yourself. You're like, I didn't even do it. You're like, oh, you think it's really cool. You're gonna teach people, but you didn't do it. And you didn't figure it out. How are you gonna help anybody? You're not. You're not. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what happened is, anybody that sort of took under my wing and so and immediately stole my work and is out there, saying they figured this out. It's like, and they're ruining people's lives who eventually get to me and have to sort of, oh, what, I have to still donate for the. I'm like, yeah, you got it from somebody that stole it from me. You didn't have success. Now you're at my doorstep. My team, everyone has success. I'm sorry that somebody, ripped you off and everything. I'm especially sorry because, I trained them probably in this affiliate program or whatever. So, no way I'm doing that again, right? Like, no way. It just wastes my time and energy. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather put it into the people that are out there working hard, like Serge, like Tiffany, like, people who show up on this and have questions, email, look at my success, look at my testimonial, all like that. Yeah, we're going to back you. We're going to tell you how to do everything. Come on. We're here for you, right? You see what I'm saying? You can't, there are two teams here. There's humans and there's them, and them, they're not human. They don't have a heart. They don't, they tell you one thing and they, they're not trustworthy in the end. You follow? And so that shows up. It's more important that we keep our team small, trustworthy, knowledgeable, and make you have success. That's all. You see what I'm saying? Every time we try to put somebody in there and expand their storm, they just spin off. They can't handle this level of truth. They think they can. Oh, Baba. Now, you're not here to learn the truth. You're here to know the truth on this team. You see what I'm saying? You're here to know. And you answer everyone else's questions. You know from experience. That's why I'm here. I know from experience. I created all the documents for the school. I created every method, and I did it because I did it. You see to say I went and did it by experience, had the outcome, had the proof, then I could say, oh, okay, now I can share it with my students. It worked. There's no problem. Easy. Here's how it's done. Only that. You see what I'm saying? And so only someone who has done it, is qualified to do that. I mean, that means every part of it. You see what I'm saying? You can't have just done, I did this little thing and I can tell you how to do all. No. All relates together. Plus, I have business, experience, decades in business, and 2 master's degrees in business. So it's really, this is knowledge based. It's like, someone could talk for a week on trust, and you never understand what they're saying. If you ask a question, I'll answer it. You'll understand it. Our information, you can easily understand it. Go to the bank, open a trust. You're tax free. Our goal is to just give you only the information you need. You go out there, super successful. Your life is easier. No stress, less worry. More money. That's why we do this. That's success. You see. Does the Bulletproof Trust work in the metaverse? Oh, yes, it does. It works in the ether. It works in the metaverse. More importantly, it works in the ether. Way more important. The metaverse? Oh, yeah. They can try and run it out over there, but yeah, no. Boy, does it. Yes. You will be like, automatic 6 feet. Oh yeah. I mean, you're out of their jurisdiction. You're out of their control. You can live, private, public, any type of life you choose, and you're not in any way stopped by them if you have knowledge how to deal with them. And that's why I put out my book, so you have the knowledge on how to deal with them. Yes, someone has to be able to do that. And yes, they can't draw on me, right? I figured out from this trust they can't draw a gun, right? They literally can't draw. They've come to murder me, of course, right? He's gonna look at everybody else. Wait, what? Right? Of course they try to stop me. Of course the devil sat next to me and offered me $485 million not to open this trust. Of course. You see? If all the houses in your book, correct, Serge. Yes. When it comes out, it'll be right in there. Last chapter. Oh, yeah. Read the first part and then read that. Oh, yes. A lot is in there. If you don't know all this information, well, and I guess no one does until I put it out. It's going to really simplify your view of reality by removing the things that aren't true, and aren't real. And they just all get removed, and then you see the truth, and then, boy, every time you row in your boat, it's all water. You know what I'm saying? It used to be all air. And since, there's humidity in air, you can go forward a little bit, I guess, right? If you're rowing in the air. But if you're rowing just water every time, you don't even have to pull it out. You go, I was going all air before. I went 1 inch in my whole lifetime. Now you're one row of them. I just did 1 billion lifetimes. Whoop. You see? The truth is what sets you free because it allows you, to really understand, this is what I have a decision to make on here. This versus this. You have the truth. So, there's right and wrong, and people don't usually choose wrong. They usually choose based on, lack of information, lack of truth. They don't make a correct choice. So, but once you have the truth, it's so much easier because you're like, because you're like, but if I do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what's, that ain't worth it, So you just live you're like, I took the red pill. I don't feel like going back to sleep again. Yeah, drive those plugs back into my skin and sink them deep. Put me back in the pond. You're gonna find out surge from our, it'll come out through our school information in our email, and I'll make a video. When we get that up and run it, surge. It's gonna be a good 30 days, so for sure, because we got to get Patreon up and stuff. I really had to focus on this book because I needed my work is no one does my work before me. You see the saying, so it's the weight of the karma on me. It has to be, it can't be an error. Do you follow me? If it's an error, if I put something out that's an error, it could really harm someone, and that's something that can never happen. You see, it can't ever happen. And so I have to be patient with the process of getting it out so it's absolutely perfectly correct. Don't want to, can never mess up, at that level, never. Uh, Tiffany, Kraken has asked me for the trust money laundering policy. Great. What do you recommend? Google money laundering policy document and just take somebody else's and copy and paste it, and doctor it up to what you need, and it goes, here, is this okay? That's about it, right? I go with that, or ask them for an example. Do you have an example, or? But why not just you'll use Elgog and Magog, right? Uh, except for forwards, Google, right? They have the info quite often. All right. Good question, Tiffany. Tiffany's always, I have a question on this step that I'm currently involved in right now. I love it. Bulletproof Trust is the secret to the Illuminati doesn't want us to know. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth, right? Uh, go look it up, Christian. It is. It is on and off for fiat. Yeah. Who's ready? Oh, Kraken. Tiffany. Listen, could you please go in our student forum and just write this stuff about these accounts and so on? There are a bunch of people interested in that. Our students, hey, I had success here and there and so on. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I think you get a lot of people writing back to you about their experience, other students and their experience and other crypto exchanges. So, it's so warm in Florida. It's so good. It was 78 today. Oh, it's sunny. Wonderful. Um, okay. Have we handled everything, people? Uh, yeah, go. Christian and Tiffany, please go into the student forum and go in there. There, It's not only going to be just the people that are on like this chat or something. There are other experienced people that are going to jump in, and it's a really good topic people want to know about. Alan, Coinbase. I'm copy and pasting this. Alan was the one. All right, Alan, you're the best. Okay. Yes, I am. I am. Uh, let's see. Okay, sorry about that, but people have asked me that before, Alan, and I just copy and pasted that list for the forum. I'll do it myself if nobody else does. Uh, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tiffany. Please get into the online forum and start a thread on this crypto stuff. You'll get all the answers you want from people really currently doing it. Okay. Yeah, so Alan just gave you a list. There you go. But Alan and Tiffany, Christian, if you three got into the student forum, you could start a little crypto thread and, you know, okay. All right, people. I'm glad we could get through that. I am so happy. Six exchanges all through Alan. That's who I was wondering had this up the other night. I've been talking about you, Alan. I was like, somebody was on here the other night. It, had a lot of success. So I copy and pasted those, and if I don't see you in there, Alan, I'll put it in there myself. But it's better if you do it yourself. You have to do an extra like login to get into the forum, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, it only takes a minute. Elgog and Magog remembers it, right? Google. Remember, you log in. All right, people. This is a wonderful exchange. Thanks everyone for being here. Uh, let's see. Come on, jump in the student forum, and let's get a crypto chat going, please. Okay, get a thread going in there, and just get this all known information to save everybody's time, so it's not on this live thing they have to go look for. You can go get an account with a crypto exchange or what have you, like Coinbase, Kraken, and so on. Channing. Yes, that's what they're talking about. You can do that. I have a Coinbase account for my trust. Yes, and I posted that proof and put out a video on YouTube. Yes. XRP. I've heard this before from Alan. All right, Alan. Guy's legit. Six. Come on, he's in there because six accounts. Come on now. Way to go. Way to go, Alan. Oh, very good. Listen, people, I wish you to have a wonderful evening. I hung in there a little bit so we can get this all information exchanged here. Way to go, people. All right. XRP. Yes, XRP. I've heard Alan say XRP before. Okay, people. I'm not advocating it. I'm just, that's what Alan say. Okay. Get out there, do your thing, do the steps, and then come back in here next time we're live and be like, guess what I did, right? Be like, oh, here's your Liberty Aid Academy award for a new account. All right, people, have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for all being here. Thank you, Alan, for sharing your expertise. That was very kind of you to list all them and everything. Uh, okay.